Welcome back to learning how Hudson and James are a co-op today. Reggie and Josiah are homesick, so that is why the two big boys aren't in our video this morning. But today we're going to be learning about Caravaggio. His real name is Michelangelo Merisi, but he's known as Caravaggio because that is the name of his hometown. Caravaggio was orphaned by age 11. In fact, most of his family died from the bubonic plague, including his father. He became an artist apprentice at age 13 and began his artistic career in Rome around age 21. Caravaggio's religious paintings were unique because he painted religious figures as ordinary people in this modern time period. So we're going to talk more about that later, but that is kind of an important thing to remember about Caravaggio, that he painted religious figures as ordinary people. To note, he is from Italy, and he was born in 1571. He died in 1610. He was only 39 years old. And in fact, he was killed during a fight in Rome, and he fled, and he died from his injuries much longer.
Because he died because he had died. Right, Mama?
He died, yes. Okay, during this time in history, 1607, Jamestown was founded, and in 1610, Galileo sees the moons of Jupiter through his telescope. A little bit more about Caravaggio's personal life. He had a very troubled personal life. He was violent, he was moody, he drank too much alcohol, he gambled, and so he served a prison sentence for attacking another painter. Not great. He once threw a plate of artichokes at a waiter, and he threw stones at a Roman guard. He finally killed a man during a fight and fled Rome, and it was believed that's what he died from his injuries. But in 2010, a bunch of scientists were studying his bones and found out that he actually died from lead poisoning. And this is believed why maybe he was so crazy was because he had lead poisoning, and back then they used lead in their paints. So that's a possible solution. I mean, what happened? So obviously I don't personally know. So either he may have died, like people have speculated for years that he died from his injuries from this fight, or maybe he died from lead poisoning. Maybe it was a combination of both. I don't know. But he had a very, very troubled, don't do that. He had a very troubled personal life. So the first piece of art we're going to start is called the Incrudulenti of St. Thomas. It is a painting that was painted in 1601 to 1602. It can be seen now in a museum in Germany. It is based on the story from John 20:25 in the Bible of Thomas seeing Jesus after he was resurrected. And so the key word that we're going to study is called composition. A composition is a placement of figures or objects in a work of art. So what do you think is going on in this painting, and what are some of the emotions or feelings you think that Caravaggio wants you to experience? The second piece of artwork we're going to study is called Basket of Fruit. Life was painted in 1596, and it is Caravaggio's only remaining still life. A still life is a painting of inanimate objects, which means non-living objects, and it's usually typical or common objects. So he used a basket of fruit. And so this is Caravaggio made still life more popular during this time. And so what items do you see in this still life? Why do you think Caravaggio chose these items? And do you think still life paintings are still popular today? And why do you think they became popular paintings? The third piece of art we're going to study is called the Fortune Teller. There are two versions of the painting, the Fortune Teller, and both of them were made by Caravaggio. This version of the oil painting is on canvas, and it is 45 inches by 59 inches, which is kind of large. A canvas is tightly stretched cloth that is used as a surface for painting, and we are going to use canvases for our painting, so you will see one shortly. And so the painting depicts a boy getting his palm read by a fortune teller, but she is also slipping a ring off his finger. And so why do you think Caravaggio would want to paint a picture of a fortune teller robbing her client? And also, hold on, Richie. Okay, come here. And also, why do you think that he, what kind of emotions do you think he's trying to depict here? Caravaggio was a very emotional painter and wanted to convey emotions greatly in his painting. So try to think, why do you think he painted this? And what emotions did he want to convey? The final piece of artwork we're going to study is called The Calling of Saint Matthew. This piece of artwork depicts the story of Matthew from Matthew chapter 9, verse 9 in the Bible, when Jesus calls Matthew to be his disciple. And Matthew is believed to be the bearded man in the picture, in the artwork. And so although this story is from biblical times, the subjects are all dressed in Baroque period clothing. The subjects are the people or the main object or main ideas in a painting. So all the people who are disciples who would not be dressed normally in historical time in Baroque period clothing, Caravaggio painted them in Baroque style in his common dress. And so that's a different take on this painting is large. It is over 10 feet by 10 feet. So that is humongous. Like a pool, the deep end of a pool is 12 feet. So think you can jump off of a diving board, go all the way to the pool, bottom of the pool. That's 12 feet. So 10 feet by 10 feet is humongous. That's like almost the size of a whole wall in your house. Caravaggio was commissioned to paint 3 large paintings of Matthew's life for a church in Rome. But here is where controversy started. He created a lot of controversy because he created them with a dark interpretation and not a traditional way of, usually the paintings would be like showing them in a positive, bright, cheery light. Instead, he drew them kind of like in a dark manner, like a little bit more solemn. And Caravaggio became very popular with people who lived on the streets, because Caravaggio once lived on the streets also. He was once homeless, he lived on the streets. And so during this time, he became popular because he kind of showed the darker side of life. He showed that not everything's cheery and sunshine. So I guess people resonate that maybe who fell in hard times as well. Right here are Reggie and Josiah, and they're gonna paint our basket of fruit. Good job, guys. Josiah, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I love it. I like your rainbow touch too. That's really nice.
Okay, thank you.
Reggie, what did you paint?
So, these are grapes, and this is stuff, I etched a apple right next to here, and this is bananas, all bananas, and these are blueberries, and this is, pineapple? Yeah. And then, the rest is all.
It is lovely. Good job, miss.
Big thumbs up. Square pizza. If you want to see our channel again, the cereal is here. No. So you guys bye. No. Hope you subscribe to our channel and give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you guys can see our newest episode. See you later. Bye.